Welcome guys. So today we want to see how to install WordPress in Xampp Localhost. So the first thing that we will do is we will download WordPress. Then we will go ahead and place it in the right folder under Xampp, which should be the htdocs, so that we can load it on the browser and be able to see it. If you place it in any other folder, then you will have a problem finding where it is on the browser. So the most efficient or the most appropriate way to do it is to place all your WordPress files under htdocs so that they can be loaded on the browser. And also ensure the first thing before this you have Xampp installed. So if you have Xampp installed, let's see how to do it. So you go to the start bar and you start your Xampp control panel. So we will do another video to see how we can do the installation of Xampp. So on this video, on this window, you can see I've started these two operations. So initially it is like this when you open it. So now the first thing you should do is start the Apache and start MySQL. These are two main operations that we require in order for us to work using this server, which is called Xampp. So it is offline, it is local into our machines. So we close that. So now we need now, because now our server is working, we need now to download WordPress. So we write download WordPress. Now this will take us to a website that we want, which should be wordpress.org/download. So this is the website that we want. So now here you will be able to see download install WordPress. So if you don't find this, ensure you find a button telling you to get WordPress, or just write wordpress.org/download. You should be able to see this. So I will click download and it is very easy. Thanks for downloading. Now on our local environment, we can decide where we want to place this. So I'll choose htdocs. So this is how we navigate. So I'm from drive C. Sorry. So then I go to Xampp, then htdocs, then I am confident I can place it here. So I place it there, and then we wait for the download to complete. So that is the first and the most important way to do this. Sure you download the WordPress file. It is a zipped file. We will unzip it so that we can use it. So first let's do the downloading. Good, so it is done. So we go to our drive C, then Xampp, then htdocs. So here you can see my latest project. I will delete I can just retain it though, but you can see 5th, it is May 22nd 2023. So this is what I want. So I will right click, then I will choose extract to WordPress to the same folder name. So now it will just place the folder in a place I can see. Like for this case, I can see it is here. So once it is done, I'll be able to retrieve it here without wondering where it was. So I did this, I right clicked, then there are three options on my case: extract files, extract here, then I went with the last one, extract to WordPress -6.22 /. So I chose that option. It is the most easier way for you to ensure your files are located in the folder that you want. So we wait. It might take some time depending on your machine. Sometimes it is fast. Sometimes it might take some time, but generally it should be less than 5 minutes. So let's wait for it to complete. It is almost over. Mhm. It should be done now. So it is done. Good. So now when you open this folder, it has another folder, and the inside folder has the required files that we want. So we don't want this case. The reason why we do this, let me load this. If I can be able to copy this link, now it is like this. So I want to copy this URL. So copy. Then I go to my browser. Now on the browser, I can paste the this here. Then I will just change the backward slash to forward. Then from WordPress here, I will now work with localhost. Local localhost forward slash WordPress. So watch what happens when I remove maybe the second folder, which is WordPress. It will, you see, it will show me now I have another WordPress which I have to click. Now this is something I want to avoid. So I want now to be able to just write localhost forward slash then one name here. I don't want all these folder name here. So I just want to be writing localhost slash WordPress, of which I can change this name to whatever I want. But for now, I will retain WordPress. So localhost slash WordPress, then I should be able to see the installation page. Like when you click this, that's when you see the installation page. So now I don't want this case. I want to be seeing this page by just writing one name here, WordPress. So let's solve this. So I go to my local environment again. So since this is the folder I want, the second one, I will just cut it, then go to htdocs, then I will paste it there. So it is here. So I can now go to the browser, go to this browser. So when I refresh, it will bring requested URL not found. So I'll edit my URL. So I will write slash WordPress. So local slash WordPress. Now I can be able to see this. So this is what I wanted. So English is chosen by default. I'll go with that. So click continue. If you have another language, go ahead and choose that language. Now we are on the database. Name, database user, database password, database host. So we only need to create the database name. The other names I'll show you what to do. You don't have to create them. So I will open a new tab. On this new tab, I will write localhost, localhost forward slash. It will take me to this site whereby I will pick phpMyAdmin from above there, so that I can go to the database area where I can create now the database that I want to connect with my WordPress installation. So I click new. Here I will call the database wpdb. Then I'll just create it. So that's it for the database. We don't need to create tables or add anything else here. So we'll just use the wpdb the way it is. So let's go back to our previous tab. So database name, we have it, wpdb. The username, we will use a generic one which is called root. By default we use root to signify the top user who can do anything on the database, from creating, deleting, updating, and inserting. So let's go. So database user, database name, we have used wpdb. For the username, we use root, root. Password, we leave it empty. We will not require any password to access our database files. But when you transfer this project online, you will have to create a password so that not everyone can access it. But for now, because it is local to your machine, you can be able to access it. So submit. So for the table prefix, we can retain WP. If you need any other way, you can even edit it or remove it altogether. But ensure you separate it with underscore so that you know this is a table prefix and the following name will be the name of the table. So database host is localhost. So we submit. So good. If it says alright, it means you have written the correct database name. If not, try to confirm which database name you used, or if not, try to create a new database if you haven't created one, and use the same name the way it is to configure your WordPress installation. So now I will just run the installation. So good, welcome. So this is whereby now we set the admin login details. Of course, you must set up a password to recover you have to set up an email to recover your password. But in this case, it is offline, so there is no way you are going to receive an email. But it is just standard because it is the same way you are going to do it when you have a domain and you also have a web hosting, meaning that you will be working online. So here on this site title, we will call it sample website. So this is just my site title. Username, I can use admin. Then for the password, I can go with this suggested one. If you need to use yours, you can do that. Let me just use mine. So that is my password. So I'll go ahead and use something like this. It won't allow you to proceed without putting an email here, so ensure you create one. So here we can toggle or not, because it won't have an effect because we are working offline. So just click install WordPress now. So it will do the general installation now with everything. So if you get a success, you'll just know you have done the right thing. Then you proceed and to log in. Here you will put your own details that you use to log in. If you want it to remember you, you can just write remember me. But I won't recommend because next time you will forget the password. And since it is offline, there's no way to recover your password because it won't send you an email to with a code to change it because it is offline. So ensure you use a very simple email password that you usually use so that you don't complicate things. So now we expect to be taken to the dashboard where we will see the WordPress structure. So welcome to WordPress. Very well. So we have successfully managed to install WordPress in Xampp Localhost. So a summary of what we have done, we first you must have the Xampp localhost. So if you have it, you have Xampp control panel, you go to Xampp control panel, start two operations, which is Apache and MySQL. Then proceed to download WordPress from wordpress.org. You'll get the software there, the latest one. So you just click it and it starts downloading. There's no many steps involved. Then the next thing is you extract the downloaded file because it is a zipped file. You extract it and you only ensure you only retain one folder. In our case, we only retained WordPress. We did not do renaming, so we just retained the, as you can see, we only retained the WordPress. The folder that we were working with initially is here. It is empty, so I'll just go ahead and delete it. It is empty. So now I only have one folder. When I click the folder, I can see now the files. Your files should start from wp-admin. If they are not starting there, you will just know you have some missing files or you have an error. So these are all your files, WordPress files. So ensure you organize them in one folder for ease of access on the browser. So now while we are here, can click dismiss this. So now I can view my site here, view site, can see what I'm working with. So good. So we have a simple page demonstrating that we just have something going on. So now in the next video, we'll be doing how to install a WordPress theme and now create a good website for your business or your personal website. So this is the site title we used, sample website. So we will do now, next video we'll do complex work whereby we will be installing theme and customize that theme to fit our needs. So I hope this video helped you. Go ahead and subscribe and like this video. We'll really appreciate. And that's it for now.